Okay, the past several days has really encouraged us to face some deep emotional wounds. And now today's energy offers us this balance of healing and expansion. We have a sense of optimism in the air. And there's this quiet confidence within us that allows us to feel empowered. We're moving through things that were once they felt very difficult, okay? And we're healing, we're moving forward. And that is building a confidence within us, absolutely. So we're invited to reflect on how far we've come and also how much further we can go. Okay, it's about using the healing that we have been processing, going through, getting comfortable with, that actually propels us forward into new opportunities, possibilities. So today is one of those days where we could feel this deep sense of clarity about what is next. Okay, the healing that we are processing right now, walking through right now, will allow us to see the potential for what lies ahead. So the journey of our growth continues, and the opportunities ahead are limitless. So join me as we embark on a journey of self-discovery. We will gain an understanding of how to embrace this energy, and by the end of our time together, it's my hope that you now have the tools, the insight to go forward with confidence, clarity, love. So hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of the positive, loving support you send me each and every day. I send it right back to you. Welcome to your daily focus, May the 15th, 2025. So today we have the energy of the 15. What are we tethered to? What holds us back? What do we allow to block us, to stand in our way of pure joy, happiness, celebration? What holds us back from taking those bold steps in life? Okay, it is about, 1 plus 5 is 6, so it's all about our behaviors and our habits, maybe our routines even. Maybe we need to shake up our routine. Maybe we need to change some habits or work on a behavior or two, a behavior that we want to invite in or a behavior that we want to lessen within ourselves. If we look at the daily numerology, it would then be a 5 plus a 6 plus a 9, which gives us a 20, right? 5, 6, 9, yeah, a 20 energy. And the 20 energy is all about, we're kind of at a fork in the road. Decisions need to be made. Which way do we want to walk forward? What is the path we're choosing for ourselves? And 2 plus 0 is a 2. Telling us that the magic is, yes, around us, but also within us. And to bring that magic to the surface, to understand, yes, what we've been through, what we've accomplished, who we've become because of those things. Whether challenge or celebration, each thing molds us into who we are in the present moment. And embracing that. Sun is in Taurus. Moon is in Sagittarius, I think, till just before supper time. So say around 4-ish Eastern Standard Time. And then it'll move into Capricorn. So the first part of the day will be a lot more optimistic and outgoing. Once that Capricorn moon starts to come into play, we're more task-oriented. We're trying to make the plan, the strategy, checking the to-do list, the day planner, the calendar. Understanding how to build the plan or the strategy, what needs to be done. Obligations, responsibilities, those things come a little bit more into focus over the next several days, of course. And today, Chiron and Eris sextiles Jupiter. Well, actually, Chiron and Jupiter are an exact Chiron, okay? So you may have remembered that I did talk about this during the Scorpio full moon. So I think that'll be up at the end if you want to go and review that. But today we're talking about because Chiron and Jupiter are exact. So we'll talk more about that energy in particular, but just a small refresh for anybody. I did talk about the Chiron Eris conjunction, and I've got to really go down this rabbit hole for you, because it has been happening since, I think, the end of March, and it continues to be within 1 or 2 degrees or exact. I think May 22nd, a time in October and a time in the new year, I noticed for sure they were going to be exact conjunctions, but because they're both doing their own dance in the sky, okay, it'll be sometime before late April, beginning of May 2026, before they start to separate from each other. And that's because they are going forward, and then they go retrograde together, and then they go forward together, and so they're doing this dance in the sky. So we are witnessing that energy for a very long period of time. Okay, so Eris brings up the issues in our life that do need to be faced. The things we have pushed to the back burner, we've ignored, we pretended it wasn't there, we swept it under the rug. Okay, Eris challenges us to confront what's not right and make the changes. So the things that are being upheaved in your life right now, the upheavals in your life, where you need to question, where you need to look, where you need to focus. Okay, that's Eris. That's Eris, because Eris just shakes everything up until we see exactly what is broken and gets right to the root of it. It's not like putting a Band-Aid on. When Eris is involved, the Band-Aid's ripped off. We're healing. We're moving past this. It's never going to have the same effect on us as it has in the past or to this moment. Now, Chiron is our deep emotional wounds. But Chiron is also about a healing that can absolutely occur when we acknowledge and work through those wounds, those hurts, those betrayals, those moments of shame, sadness. So when we have Eris and Chiron in Aries, okay, really the energy is pushing us to take action, okay, and be courageous, be strong. Have a confidence about facing your wounds, knowing that you can move through them, move past them, especially when it comes to our own value, our self-worth, our identity. And yes, we could have moments of sheer intense energy over the next, year? Just about a year. Oh my gosh. So it can be intense, okay? But it's extremely empowering when we take the time to look at our self-worth, what we feel we deserve, how we are authentic in who we are, how we allow our inner expression to flow. So now Jupiter comes in, and that expands our imagination. It encourages us to explore new ideas. How do we expand our own inner expression, our own sense of value and worthiness? So it is a time to look towards opportunities for growth, okay, or see things from new perspectives. Okay, it encourages us to heal through the knowledge, the wisdom. Heal through allowing your self-expression to flow. Being open-minded to new possibilities, new adventures, new opportunities, new learning experiences, new relationships. I mean, it's a time to be open to learning and wanting to communicate and to share wisdom with each other. Okay, this is about healing, yes, but also the growth that comes through that healing. So Chiron helps us face those emotional wounds, helps us to heal from them. But Jupiter brings in this optimism, this expansive energy that's needed to turn those challenges into opportunities for learning and growth and empowerment. Absolutely. So confront and heal those wounds. It's a perfect time to confront a challenge that you've been trying to work through, an insecurity, your confidence, where it lacks. You know, maybe when you get around a certain kind of person, maybe if they're a person of authority, all of a sudden you lose that self-confidence that you normally walk through the world with. Or maybe it's a certain person in your life, and understand why that happens and how to break those patterns. How to heal from feeling a sense of or a lack of worth. It's time to expand our mind, to embrace new perspectives, look at what new ways of thinking through conversations. Maybe it's personal reflection, maybe it's meditation, journaling, maybe it's through study. And embrace the curiosity that's available to you, okay? Because Jupiter is in Gemini, so there is all kinds of curiosity that can just lead us astray into the most wonderful experiences, the most wonderful insights and knowledge and wisdom that you can just trip into, magic that you can just trip into. Okay, embrace your self-expression. Share your stories of wisdom. Okay, whether it's writing, speaking, connecting with others, I mean, let your voice be heard. And trust, absolutely trust in the healing power of sharing your truth. So take some bold steps towards building your confidence, asserting yourself, set new boundaries, pursue a passion, embrace a new direction. Okay, today's energy is a very powerful reminder that healing and growth are not separate. They are part of the same journey, and we need to trust that every challenge that we have faced so far has prepared us for the next step. The energy doesn't want us to just heal, it wants us to thrive. So know that our past doesn't limit us, it propels us forward. And every time we take a step right now is part of the larger story of a personal transformation that you are going through. And it's not until you look back in hindsight when you're going to really realize the amount of transformable energy that has molded and changed your life during this time. Okay, Jupiter's expansive energy meets Chiron's deep wisdom. It shows us that healing just isn't about letting go. It's about growing to our fullest potential. So today, please take a moment, reflect on how far you've come. Feel that deep sense of empowerment, because we're not just healing, we are becoming so with confidence. Take that next step. Know that everything we need is already inside of us. That is the magic of the two energy. Okay, let's turn to the cards. Oh my gosh, they flew everywhere. It's too many. Okay, the deck's alive. And if you like what I do here, please leave a comment, leave a heart, give me a thumbs up. Let me know you're out there. It helps. It encourages me to show up and keep doing this for you each and every day. And to do more, I got to bring back the week ahead. I was enjoying doing that, but I just can't seem to get full power yet. And things that went by the wayside came right back into view. So, okay. Our underlying energy is, look at this, the Knight of Cups. This is about stopping and realizing what's important to you, what matters to you, and especially the people in your life. To understand the people that matter, the people that support us, the people that raise us up, the people we love, the people that we want to support. We want to help them grow into the person they can become. And they are, in part, helping us to grow into the person we can become. And spending some time with them or letting them know in some way that you're thinking of them, that they are an essential part of your world. They're every bit as important as oxygen. Oh, now we start with the Three of Swords. I do know tarot card readers that will reshuffle at this point because this is the first card out of the deck. I believe that whatever the first card is, it's meant to be. And so this could be the struggle of having to heal through some personal emotional wound that you have been carrying with you, that weighs you down, that burdens you, that I counseled a young lady yesterday, and she was mourning the passing of somebody, and I said to them, I said, they're right there with you. And they were probably the person that celebrated you and wanted you, jumped for joy at your successes and your happy moments and created happy moments with you and want to see you create and want to see you grow and want to see you celebrate life. So the best way that you can connect with them is by celebrating your life and know that they are smiling right there with us, clapping our hands and dancing for joy. To allow the healing in. Okay, the clouds are opening up here. The light is coming through. The healing energy is beaming down through us if we allow the healing to happen. And for that, yes, sometimes we have to sit in silence. Sometimes we have to have a conversation with ourselves. Sometimes I hear that letter thing again. Okay, so write a letter to somebody who has hurt you in the past. Tell them how it made you feel. Walk through all your emotion. Leave that paper tear-stained. And then burn it. And give it up to the heavens, to God, your maker, the angels, your guides, to deal with it, to take it away. And you will be amazed at the healing that it does. It's amazing, the healing. And of course, there's more work to do. But sometimes that's all that's needed. That was probably, sometimes that's the last step, that little bit that we were still hanging on to, that we just couldn't let go of. And yes, I do believe in the fire because I've done fire walks, so I do know the incredible healing that comes through the fire energy. That was a cool experience. I won't go into it. I won't go down that rabbit hole. Let's stay with you guys. Ace of Swords, the aha moment, the epiphany. I really do believe that we will be able to see clearly what comes next in our life because of what we have been healing from and the wisdom that we took away from that healing. That knowledge. I hear sage wisdom. It's not just a knowledge. It's a sage wisdom. It's something that will help guide you into a straight path going forward. So the aha moment, the epiphany, the realization, the magic, it just seems to happen. Happenstance, I hear. And look at this, the High Priestess shows up. And she really asks you to sit in quiet contemplation and realize the magic that is within you. Your unique self. Your habits, your behaviors, your accomplishments, your talents, your abilities. To celebrate your magic, to allow that magic to spring forth and lead the way, to rely on that magic a little bit to push you through where others could never go because they don't have the same magic as you. We have the Scorpio full moon, and, I kind of see the High Priestess as the mystic, so... And within us all, there is a mystic. So the Scorpio full moon will bring the mystic out. So yeah, sit in silence. If nothing else, look upon how far you have come and where you have grown and the person you have become because of past challenges. And to let go of the pain and the suffering and the I hate to say negative because it's how the way we utilize it, but the negative emotion that we hang on to, and to replace it with a pride that we made it through, stronger, confident because of it. Be spontaneous, the 31 energy. So that is about getting our ducks in a row. It is about our foundation, So be spontaneous with that kind of energy. Let's see how they put it together. So when we're busy, we're rushing, we're stressed, we're worried, we're overwhelmed, it is so easy to lose track of the simple things in our world that bring us joy. And this is a huge nudge to remember to create some fun. Rediscover enthusiasm and magic and fascination through adventure and spontaneous happenings. Engage with your life again and take in your surroundings, observing the importance of living life to the fullest. Decide to do something for the pleasure of it and see where life takes you. And this was very much about in creating the pleasure, creating the love, creating the moment of pleasure, of joy, of love. Let's get the animals out here. And today we have Find Your Voice with the frog. Yes, find your voice. So sing, say no, and express yourself. So your self-expression. Once again, sing your song and dance your dance and tell your tale. Frog tells you it's time for you to find your voice. Saying no can be one of the most difficult words to speak. Frog says that you've been putting too much pressure on yourself, allowing others to steal your time, exhaust your energy, and you haven't vocalized your dissatisfaction with it. Instead, you've been quieting your voice. By saying no, you begin to make room for the things that you do want in your life. It's not easy at first, but the more you practice, the easier it becomes and the more empowered you feel. You may feel you've been keeping frustrations inside of you that need to be spoken. It could be a friend that has hurt you, a spouse who isn't listening, a boss or coworker who's not respecting you. It is now time for you to vocalize your feelings. So vocalizing your feelings, communicating your feelings can allow healing in the right situations. So maybe just finding the voice of telling ourselves the truth for the first time. It's now time for you to vocalize your feelings. In order to remove the emotion, you might want to begin writing down what you want to say and practice saying it aloud. Look at yourself in the mirror while you speak the words of truth, and can you see within your eyes how much this is damaging to your soul and spirit? Healing will eventually come from frogs assisting you in finding your voice. Frog also reminds you to put on some music and sing. And it can be in your home, your car, but sing as loud as you can, fun or sad, it doesn't matter. Just express yourself through song. Your throat chakra may be blocked, so put your right hand on your throat and envision a blue light circling and swirling, healing the fears that surround you. Maybe you've always wanted to be on stage, a Broadway show, possibly a stand-up comedy act. Embrace Frog in helping you find your voice, the voice within you. And it may be shaky right now, but it will turn steady and strong the more you practice your art. So there's no restrictions and no limitations unless you allow them. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.